Hello guys. So in this video we will understand what are the various data types in C programming language. So your data types are as simple as you can understand from the word data types. That is nothing but what type of data you are storing. So it is subcategorized into four. We have the basic data types, we have derived data type, we have enumeration, and we have void data type. So let us understand what are these. So basic data types are the most primitive data type which is on the go ready for us. Say for example int, char, float, double. All these are basic to store some basic primitive values. After that we have derived data types. So derived data types have some extra functionalities, but they are built on top of your basic data types or primitive data types. That is, whatever you do internally, it relies on your basic data types. Enumeration is basically creating like your own data types where you can have some defined fixed values. And void data type, void generally means empty, or you can say null. So we have a null data type also, or we can say an empty data type. So let us understand this in detail. So we have some basic data types. Okay, let us understand what are the memory size and range in C programming language. That is, if I create a character data type, I cannot store a value more than 1 byte, and the range is minus 128 to 128. So what this just generally means is, so if I create a character here, if I say character ch, I cannot store value after this range. So here you can see it is 127. I cannot write 129. So if I write here 129, and then if I'm going to say printf, and then I'm going to uh, you know print this integer, that is ch. So once I run this, so you can see in the output screen it is going to display minus 127, but it is not going to display minus 129. Why? Because it is outside the range. So once you overflow the data, it will display only the last range what it can max reach. So that is the range of your character in C program. So if anyone says what is this memory size of character, it is 1 byte in C programming language, and the range is between minus 128 to 128. Now when we say signed character, so in signed character what happens, you can store both positive and negative. So you see the range starts from positive to negative, whereas in unsigned it considers only positive types. You can see only positive range. So minus 128 to 127 is nothing but 256 characters, you can say 256 length. So here you can say, since I don't have negative part, so it will start from 0 and it goes up to 255, that is 256 length, you can say. Then we have short data type, which stores 2 bytes of data, and the range is between minus 32,000 to, you can see, plus 32,767. Unsigned short can store, it can store both negative and positive value. The range can go between minus to plus, whereas signed short, unsigned short can store only positive type. So the range increases from 0 to 65,535. Coming to int, it is 2 bytes, but right now if you're using 64 bits, or if you see the new versions of C, if you're using in code blocks or any other C languages, or a different compiler, it differs compiler to compiler. So now generally the new compilers, it is 4 byte. It has increased the integer type from 2 bytes to 4 bytes. So from 2 bytes it has been increased to 4 bytes. So even the range has been increased from 32,000 to, it has been increased to this value. Now in unsigned in, we can store 2 bytes, that is we can store from positive to negative in sign. And we have short int. So short int is nothing but, you can say, basically we have short and int together. Okay, so it is of 2 bytes. And then we have signed and unsigned. So signed stores both negative and positive, and unsigned stores only positive. Now we have long int. So long int, what it does is basically adds 2 bytes extra. So here int is of 2 bytes and it adds 2 more bytes extra, so total it is 4 bytes. And signed means it consists both negative and positive, and unsigned means only positive type. And same is for float. Your float is of 4 byte, double is of 8 byte. Double is usually used for storing float. And whenever you use long, so long increases by 2 bytes. So since double is 8 bytes, plus I have prefix with long, so plus 2 bytes get added. So I can store maximum 10 bytes of memory. Here I get 10 bytes of memory to store a long double value. So here you can see an example for all this. So you can see how I have created int, I have created a float data type giving float value, I've given a character giving a character long, you can see. So all these are example for your primitive data types, basic data types, and assigning some values in C programming language.